Welcome back to Footballology. So this week I had my fantasy sleepers for week 1. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to put my game picks in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think about those. And just a couple of guys that you can look at throughout FanDuel and DraftKings and things like that. I did a couple lineups with some of these guys and it worked out in my favor. I was able to get some other big name players. So it really worked out for me, and I really hope you guys like some of these characters. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let's get right into this video.
Drop down and shake, shake. Drop down and shake, shake. Drop down and shake, shake. Drop down and shake. Drop down and shake, shake.
First of all, let's have Alfred Morris. So all my Dallas fans out there and all my Ezekiel Elliott fans that took him in the first round out there, calm down. I just think Alfred Morris is going to have a better day than Ezekiel Elliott. He is a veteran running back behind a veteran offensive line, and they're going to need that kind of presence in a divisional game, opening day. They're going to need that kind of guy to give themselves an opportunity to win, especially with having Dak Prescott at quarterback. You're going to need a guy like Alfred Morris out there. Unfortunately, Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to come in and he's going to do some stuff, don't get me wrong. But I think Alfred Morris is just going to have a bigger day, and he's going to give them a better chance to win this football game. So I feel like that Alfred Morris can definitely put up some numbers this year. Or this year and this week for sure. But it's just, Washington kind of slept on him last year, and they kind of just let him go underneath the rug and just like forget about Alfred Morris. He's not a bad running back. So I really feel like he's going to do well this week. And don't be scared to start him in DraftKings or FanDuel. League-wise, I wouldn't. But for some reason, I think he might have still might have a big day. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. Next on my list, I have Alex Smith. Now, anybody that knows me knows I'm not a huge fan of Alex Smith, and I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. But for some reason, towards the tail end of last year, they really start to show us something and show that he can do something from like a running with the ball standpoint and throwing passing touchdowns, things like that. So I definitely feel like Alex Smith is due for a big day against San Diego Chargers that really don't have much of a pass rush and a depleted secondary. Next on my list, I have a backup running back, Terrance West. I think he did really well this preseason. I've actually drafted him in a few leagues of mine, and I think he has an opportunity to start for Baltimore. Now, I know Baltimore re-signed Justin Forsett, and they re-signed him on some incentive-based contracts. It sounds really dirty, and it sounds like a bad move, and you know Baltimore is bad people and all that, but they're not bad people. It's a business move. I think that they're going to hold back Justin Forsett like Washington did with Alfred Morris last year, so you don't actually have to go forth and pay him a big contract or feel obligated to pay him a big contract. From a Washington standpoint, you just killed Alfred Morris money. You hurt his money. And I know he doesn't need it. He's one of those kind of guys, but still, you don't play with a man's money. And I think that's what they did with Alfred Morris last year with Washington. But anyways, you're not subject. Terrance West is just a guy I feel like is going to have a big week. They're going to give him a couple of carries. I think he's looking at from 10 to 15 touches personally. I think that'd be a really good number for him. He looked really good in the preseason, and I just don't see why they wouldn't start giving him the rock more. Last on my list is I have Jordan Matthews. I think he's a good receiver. I've had him last year in my fantasy leagues, and I started him pretty much week in and week out. He's a really solid receiver that a lot of people don't give credit to, and I think that he's going to kind of make that next step. Hopefully, you start to see Carson Wentz look his way, or even Chase Daniels. I'm not sure what's going to happen there with the quarterback position, but hopefully they start looking his way. I feel like he's the Philadelphia Eagles' best receiver, even though he plays throughout the slot, or plays in the slot to the outside. I think he still is their #1 receiver in my mind, in my opinion. So I definitely like him this week against the Giants. I think that he has the opportunity to hopefully take advantage of a lot of short passes, because I don't think they're going to have enough time in that pocket with a young quarterback like Carson Wentz to get the ball down deep down the field. So PPR-wise, I definitely like Jordan Matthews. That's all I have for you guys this week. I really hope you guys like those picks right there. Like I said, they're backup running backs. A couple of those guys are, but I definitely feel like they're still going to get touches and do really well with those touches as well. A guy that I didn't get to mention was Kyle Rudolph. I still like him. A lot of people asked me after my fantasy video and after the big Minnesota trade with Philly, did I still like Kyle Rudolph and Sam Bradford being there and all that? Yes, I still like Kyle Rudolph just as much. I think that he's going to be the safety valve, and he's going to allow Sean Hill or Sam Bradford, whoever's quarterbacking, to get those balls out extremely fast. I like Kyle Rudolph. He's a great tight end, and I think Minnesota's going to start doing things with him. But if you're not a footballologist yet, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Become a footballologist today, and stay safe, football fans. Let's go, week 1.